How's it going, people? This is just going to be a brief tour of what I've got going on at my allotment. So over here in this raised bed, I've actually got a bit of basil. I've got some basil growing in here along with a bit of cucumber in the middle, and I've also got some peas that I'm trying to grow right now. I need to do a little bit of weeding in this, but that's basically what we're dealing with. You can see I've actually put some sticks in there to deter foxes from coming into the bed, and I've got some beams as well of wood just to kind of add on to that. And I've got this arch over here that goes all the way up and around. That's going to be for the cucumbers, which you see here. To the left of me, I've got myself another raised bed with some tomatoes, 2 different varieties, as well as some California Wonder Pepper. And I've staked all of those to some flower sticks. Just in front of that one, I've got myself some courgettes in here, quite a few plants actually. Just behind these two, I've got myself a bed that actually has some bird nesting around it. And that was all of my cabbage. There's still some I haven't harvested. There was a lot of lettuce in here. It was completely packed, but I've harvested about half of it. There's a lot of spring onion, and you can see the bigger cabbages are at the back. If I go over here, you can see this is another raised bed with another arch, and then you can see I've got loads of cucumbers in there, and I've got a big setup all around the raised bed to kind of protect it from foxes. That's been working really well. If I go over to the side and I move on, you can see I've got some lovely sunflowers here. These variety are Moulin Rouge. Lovely sunflowers. This one hasn't fully opened yet. If I move a bit further, I've been doing a bit of work here, just digging up this hard soil, because you can see that's just in front of the courgettes. And I've been doing some work here as well. You can see the difference between these two and what I'm currently standing on. Just behind us, I've got some potato. They were lovely and green before, but they're starting to naturally die back now. So I'm just going to be keeping that alive for as long as possible, and then we'll dig that up later on. Apologies, I experienced some technical difficulties there, but in these 2 raised beds, you can see that's my onions. I've got so many onions right now. They were a lot more perky before, but as time went on, they start to droop over, but they are producing some good bulbs. So yeah, that's all the onions. If I move over here, I start with a bit of borage, but as we go in, all of this is basically just poppies, all poppies along here, so I can't wait for that to flower. Excuse me. And over in this raised bed, we've got a lot of broad bean. If I lift this up, you can see there's loads of broad beans there. Loads of broad beans inside the raised beds. Not all of the flowers turned into beans, and I had to kind of fight off aphids as well, but I did a pretty good job with that. You can see there's so many beans in here, it's unbelievable. Let me focus on that. Zoom out. A lot of beans. If I go around, you can see the rest of it. In the middle as well, you can see all the bean pods. And over here, I've got like 2 different varieties of carrot. And let me see if I can show you a carrot so far. If I pull this back, you should be able to just about see. I'm not sure if you can pick it up on camera, but just about see the orange hue right there. So my carrots are growing, and they're looking amazing. They feel amazing, and it looks beautiful. So if we move ahead, I've got a spirea bush here. It's already bloomed, so you don't see all the wonderful white flowers, but that's beautiful. There's a lot of weeding that needs to be done here. It's mainly a lack of time, but I'm keeping that under control the best I can. And then I've got my runner beans over here, which are flowering. And I've got to train the vines to go onto the twine, which I've done with this one, but I need to do it even more because it's grown again. And I think I've got about 9 plants in total. So that's basically the tour of the allotment for now. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm out.